What if an ancient king left behind a step-by-step guide to avoiding some of life's biggest regrets? Well, today, we're diving deep into that exact guide. It's from Proverbs chapter 5, and trust me, it's a raw, incredibly practical roadmap for making choices that can save you from a world of pain down the road.
So, you've got this king, right? A guy famous for being one of the wisest people to ever live. And he leaves behind this manual on how to sidestep life's most devastating traps. The real question for us isn't just, okay, what did he say? It's how on earth is this ancient secret still so powerful and relevant today? That's what we're going to find out.
All right, so the chapter kicks off, and it is intense. Solomon isn't just suggesting we listen, he is pleading with us. He's saying, treat this wisdom like it's the most priceless thing you could ever own. This sets the whole foundation for a huge warning, the clash between a fleeting temptation and a love that actually lasts.
And right away, he gives us a really stark choice. Notice there's no middle ground here, no third option. You're either on the thorny, painful path that's headed straight for ruin, or you're on the smooth path that leads to safety and security. The choice is immediate and the consequences are crystal clear. This brings us right to the heart of the warning. To explain how temptation really works, Solomon uses this powerful metaphor of the adulterous woman. But listen, this isn't just about infidelity. It represents any alluring voice, any shiny opportunity that tries to pull you away from what's right and true. It's a universal symbol for a very personal trap.
So this is the first part of the trap, and it's brilliant because it's so true to life, isn't it? Temptation rarely shows up looking ugly and dangerous. No, it comes packaged in smooth words, attractive promises, and things that sound so sweet. It seems harmless, maybe even exciting. It's the honey.
But then comes the reality check. The exact same path that started with honey ends with something bitter, painful, and just plain destructive. And that image of a double-edged sword, wow, it's so powerful. It cuts both ways, damaging you and everyone you're connected to. That initial sweetness, it was a complete illusion. So here he lays the two side by side. Solomon is basically pulling back the curtain on temptation's sales pitch. He's telling us, hey, look past the surface. The allure of those smooth words is just a mask for the reality of a bitter, painful end. And you know, just understanding this contrast, that's the first step to protecting yourself.
And the advice gets even more practical. It's not just a vague, avoid this. The warning is super specific. Don't even go near her door. Why? Because the path itself is described as unstable, unpredictable, and its only guaranteed destination is ruin. It's a warning against even entertaining the thought, against getting close enough to be drawn in.
But Solomon doesn't just leave us with a warning. He's not just about the don'ts. He gives us this powerful, positive alternative. He transitions from the problem of temptation to the solution, how to find real joy inside the boundaries of faithfulness.
To illustrate this point, he uses the metaphor of a cistern. Now, in the ancient world, a cistern was your own private, life-giving source of water. So when he says to drink from your own cistern, he's using this beautiful picture to say, find your life, your joy, and your satisfaction in your own committed relationship with your spouse.
And this is the action plan. It's not a passive, just say no kind of thing. It's an active, joyful pursuit. He says to rejoice in your spouse, to be captivated by them, to be so completely fulfilled, and yes, even intoxicated by their love, that all that poison honey we talked about before just loses its appeal. This is the antidote.
So now we come to the final way in. We've seen the two paths. We've seen the allure of one and the joy of the other. Now Solomon lays out the endgame. Your final destination isn't a matter of luck. It's a direct result of the path you consistently choose to walk every single day.
I mean, the comparison couldn't be clearer. One column shows a life that ends in ruin, regret, and total instability. The other shows a life of joy, fulfillment, and protection. It's just like the chapter says. The one path ends with you groaning in regret, while the other, the path of wisdom, acts like a shield for your heart and your future.
And just when you think it's all about practical consequences, Solomon adds this final, really sobering layer. There's an ultimate accountability. Your choices, your path, it's all seen. And this isn't meant to be a threat, but a profound reminder that our actions have a significance that goes way beyond us. Nothing goes unnoticed. It gives our choices ultimate weight.
So we end right where we began, with the choice. Solomon has laid out the guide, the warnings, and the rewards. You've got the allure of the easy, tempting path on one hand
versus the profound, lasting joy of the wise one on the other. All this ancient advice is on the table. The only question left is for you.